What's going on, everybody? Quick video today here on a Friday. We're going to talk about the 5 stages of change. No matter what you're looking to do, what you're looking to change, whether you're looking to buy something, whether you're looking to start a new hobby, get healthier, there's 5 stages of change. And the first one is when you don't even know you need it or want it, right? So anything you're about to do, anything you're about to start, or where you're in the process of, there's five different things. The first one is going to be your pre-contemplation phase, okay? Pre-contemplation phase. That means, like, if you're unhealthy, you don't even know it. If you're out of shape, you don't even know it. You're kind of like blissfully unaware. You don't exercise, but you don't really think you need to because maybe you've always been in shape and you were that girl or guy in high school that always looked good and didn't really have to work out and could eat whatever you wanted. But now maybe you're 25 or you're pushing 30, or maybe you're even in your 30s and early 40s, whatever it is. And like all of a sudden the things you could do the things you could do before aren't working anymore. But you haven't really come to the realization yet. You've just never needed to get healthy. You've never needed to work out. You've never needed to really watch what you ate that much because it always came easy. That would be the pre-contemplation phase. Phase 2, contemplation, is when you look in the mirror and you see, I don't look as good as I used to. Things are sagging a little bit. Things might be a little fluffier than they used to be. Things jiggle a little bit more. But why? I don't understand. I'm still eating the same things. I'm never really had to work out. Maybe I go for an occasional jog here or there, like a bike ride on the beach or something, but I've never had to do anything and I haven't changed anything. So why is this happening? Now you're starting to think about it. You're like, maybe I'm getting a little older. Maybe I'm maybe my body's changing, maybe my metabolism's quitting on me, who knows, right? So that's like your contemplation. You're starting to think about it, like maybe I need to do this, maybe something needs to happen here. That's stage 2. Stage 3 is the planning stage. That's where you're like, you know what? I think I might need to take, some action here. I might need to look in and see what's going on in my body. So you start looking around and you're like, oh, when I hit 25, 26 years old, stuff stops working the way it does. I can't just sit around and drink wine every night and, eat out one meal a day and not skip breakfast and do whatever and look the way that I looked, and never move and just watch TV and forget exercise and all that stuff. Like, okay, people here are telling me I need to exercise 3 to 5 times a week. I need to eat real food. I need to have a decent meal plan. I need to get sun, all these things. So you're doing all the research. You're like, what do I do? What gym do I go to? Do I work out at home? Do I work out, with a class online? Do I buy equipment and do it in the park? What do I do? I don't know. And you look at all the best programs. That's the planning phase, right? You research all the different diets. You look at everything that you could possibly do. Stage 4, that's the action phase. That's when you actually take all of this planning that you've done and you put it into action. You start that new diet. You hire that nutrition coach. You join that gym, or you go tour the different gyms that you want to, go check out. You actually take all the planning that you've done and you put it into action, right? You do that first at-home workout. You tour the gyms. You pick one that you like. You join that gym. You start that new diet. You go grocery shopping to get the groceries to do it. Whatever it is you're doing, that's the action phase, right? And then the action phase, after action phase comes, there's a gap of time here from when you start to when you actually hit your goal or your initial goal. And the 5th phase is going to be your maintenance phase, right? And I've been through this, there's actually a 6th one too. Maintenance is the 5th one. I've been through this circle quite a few times, not just with health and fitness, but with a lot of other things. Maintenance is actually the hardest one for me personally, because it's kind of like the dog chasing the car, right? What are you going to do when you catch it? The dog chases the car and it barks at it and yells at it, but the car is gigantic. When the dog actually gets there, if the car slams on its brake, the dog's going to run into it and hit it. And what are you going to do? Attack the car? Maybe, but the dog's not actually going to know what to do when it gets there. So that happens to a lot of people with maintenance. Maybe you wanted to lose 20 pounds and you lose 20 pounds because you worked out, you ate healthy, you got enough sleep and drank water. And it's okay, what do I do now? For me personally, I was overweight a lot of my life. I was overweight most of it, actually. didn't like the way that I looked, didn't like the way that I felt, especially with the amount of time that I was putting into my workouts and even the food that I was eating. I'm like, why is this not there? And then I got hooked up with the right coach and the right people, and I found the right meal plan for me. And I dropped the 45-ish pounds. I've kept it off for 4 years now, right? I've been in maintenance phase for 4 years, and I will tell you that the 4 years of maintenance is a lot harder than the 7 months of the time when I lost the 40 pounds. Much harder, right? Because maintenance can lead to that sneaky little sixth step called relapse. And that's what a lot of people struggle with in their diet, in their exercise, and whatever it is. I was talking to someone last night about it. Like, you have to enjoy the process of whatever it is you're doing. Forget diet and exercise, life too. Whatever you're doing in life. If your goal is 40 years away, you're not guaranteed another day. So if you're not enjoying the process of your life, what's it worth, right? So same thing with this, diet and exercise. If you're going to have a 3-month diet for 1 weekend in a Vegas pool trip, or, a lot of people do shredding for the wedding, or, for that one day, but you hate the 3 months leading up to it, but you hit your goal, you could relapse, right? And you're going to go right back to those old habits, right back to that old body weight, right back to that old body image that you didn't like. You're going to be walking around with your head down and your shoulders down instead of proud with your chest poked out, happy to be who you are, happy to see what you are in the mirror, feeling good and all of that. So there's that little 6 relapse stage, and then the relapse can go back to either maintenance or right back into the circle, which is pre-contemplation of something new. Maybe you've relapsed and you didn't even know it. You let it slip little by little by little, and then one day you didn't know, but you had gained 20 pounds because you just didn't get on the scale anymore. And then one day you look in the mirror, back at it. Oh, wow. Now you're in contemplation again. Did I gain 20 pounds? Let me get on the scale. Oh, wow. I gained 20 pounds. All right. Okay, well, maybe I need to do something about it. So then you start researching and you start planning again. And then you look at all the new plans, and then you get on and you take action. You join the new gym and start the next diet plan or whatever it is for you. And then you do it for however long, and then you get to maintenance phase. And then the key to all this change and the key to everything is getting to maintenance and being able to stick it there. So you have to enjoy the process of whatever it is you're doing, or else maintenance is never going to happen, and it's always going to be followed by that 6th stage, which is that relapse, which we don't want. All right, guys? So those are the 5 stages of change. Pre-contemplation, you have no idea that you even have a problem or that you want to change. Stage 2, you look in the mirror, you see something. Contemplation, all right, maybe I want to change. Maybe I don't. But planning is all right, I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and research all my options, get my stuff together, get ready to go. Stage 4 is going to be action. So of the planning phase, you pick the one you're going to go with, take action on it, and then do it long enough to hit your goals. And then stage 5 is going to be maintenance, and hopefully you avoid that sneaky stage 6, which is relapse, right? As always, guys, if you need any help, if you need help with nutrition, with mindset, with training, feel free to give me a shout. I'm going to link the free 7-day getting started guide in the comments here. It's 7 days of mindset training and tips, good habits. There's a few at-home workouts you can do in there, and there's a sample nutrition plan, one for men and one for women, that is just enough to get you started if you are in the contemplation and or planning phase, all right? Hope you guys have a great Friday, great weekend. See you next week.